Don't ask me how I know.
Hey guys, Jody Kennedy with Century 21 Judge Fight.
And Scotty Levitt with Integrity Mortgage. Thanks again for joining us again for another video. I know that we want y'all to like, subscribe, and then what's our Instagram? And
I can't remember.
Sorry, called you out on video.
I'll look before we're done.
Yeah,
but we do have an Instagram.
We'll post it below.
Yeah, we'll post it below.
Down there.
Yeah. And this is not a virtual background. This is actually decorations, compliments of Stephanie Lovett.
Yep. Not me.
We have this beautiful tree in the background.
Other than getting it out of the attic. So
that's more than my husband did. I'm just kidding, Rob. Okay, so today, Scotty and I wanted to talk about, so the economy has been tanking and very volatile, yet home prices haven't dropped yet.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we've been seeing from a lending perspective, the cost on the per house basis has actually gone up compared to last year. Mm-hmm. When we look at our 2020 numbers versus 2019 numbers, which sounds counterintuitive to what everybody's seeing in their personal life, in their friends or families' lives with COVID and everything else going on. So we wanted to kind of share with you from a real estate perspective what your expectations aren't always necessarily matching with what's going on in the current market, I think.
Correct, yeah. So we'll cite our sources at the end, but none of this is off any of these brains. So just some side notes, really. More than 38 million Americans have lost their jobs since the outbreak of COVID-19. How many total Americans are there in the U.S.? Do you know?
I feel like I'm in Trivial Pursuit right now. Don't ask me to be on your team if that question pops up. I'm not completely sure.
This is the highest jobless claims, right?
I mean, now the good thing is, we're seeing more people getting jobs, but then, as a result of COVID starting to come back up, we're starting to see more jobless claims coming back again. It had picked back up, but now it's coming back again as a result because states are starting to shut down and things are impacting business operations. So, so what is it that you're seeing as far as like the inventory levels and things like that potentially might be causing these adjustments, even though we're seeing less people with jobs? Why is it that housing prices are going up?
So as regards to inventory in the current market, we usually have about 4 months of inventory. And since COVID hit, we now have about 1 to 1.5 months of inventory. So the supply is way down.
Right.
And the demand is way up. For reasons just like people are in too small of a house and they're having to quarantine with their kids and, homeschooling, and they want bigger backyards or they want to be farther out in the country.
Right.
So the demand is still there, which is why home prices haven't fallen.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, this all kind of goes back to the thing that we were talking about in a couple of videos ago, where why are people doing cash out refinances and things like that? It's because people have realized COVID has put them stuck in their house, and so as a result, people have made improvements, adding pools, updating their backyards, doing things like that. I think the other thing that we're seeing, as far as Texas, I can't speak on other states, but Texas as a whole, we are seeing more individuals moving from out of state to Texas, which of course with the lower inventory levels due to people just not having enough inventory, and then this demand of people moving here, companies relocating here, has really caused some problems for people getting into houses,
Yeah, and it's frustrating for people that live here and are just trying to get a larger house.
Yeah.
And then people are swooping in from California.
Yep.
And, buying houses sight unseen.
Yeah.
And then clients that are living here and just trying to get another house can't.
Right.
It's, if you were at all thinking of selling your house at all, throw it on the market.
Yeah. I mean, we're seeing houses that are selling well above what you would typically expect them to be valued
and
at.
it's not even the typical like 200 to 300,000. It's I'm not kidding, 600, 650 is going above asking still.
Yeah. I mean,
in certain cities around here, McKinney, Allen, Carrollton, it's, you know, where you used to have time to say like, yeah, we could go this weekend. Now it's like, we got to go right now.
Yeah.
You know, like, we got to go see that house, and if you like it at all, if you have inclination that you want this house, let's put an offer in, because it'll be gone. So.
Well, I know just today, I had a client that they put an offer on a house, and they were one of 20 offers. Now, again, price point was a big factor. You know, it's below 200,000. But yeah, 20 offers, and that was on the market for 48 hours in total. So it's good to have individuals that know what the market is doing, such as ourselves, knowing what's going on, keeping in touch with what is happening. Also being proactive. You know, I, as a lender, I'm always wanting to call the listing agent, tell them why my client's the best, tell them why Integrity Mortgage is better than other mortgage companies, because we don't just necessarily focus on refinances. We're focused on the purchase business, you know. So those are the things that I think that we're seeing out there, that it's a crazy market. It's a crazy market that we're in. But again, like I said, I think it's important having individuals like ourselves that are willing to go that extra mile when our clients need it. So
yeah, and Scotty and I have personally done deals where he's reached out in multiple offer situations. We got the house. So I mean, having a lender that will go that extra mile for you is huge.
Yeah. In
this market especially is huge.
Yeah. Well, and then also on the agent side, I want to talk about you as well, is that also, even though the supply of inventory is low, it still doesn't mean that just because you're one of 20 offers, you need to go out there and throw out some crazy offer to try to get the house, because it still might not appraise, you know. And I mean, that's where you're coming in saying, hey, the most I think this could go above market right now is this. And once you go over that threshold, you're potentially not going to meet a appraisal value, you know.
Right, at least for not a longer period of time too. But so some people that have multiple, when they ask for highest and best, and then you're going 20,000-30,000 over list.
Yeah.
And you're risking having to pay the difference.
Right.
Because it doesn't appraise. But people are still doing that because that's how bad they want to move.
Yeah.
And it's not like, I mean, people from Dallas are moving out, you know, farther to Rockwall, Cattle Mills, Greenville. I mean, they're trying to get away from the congestion of the city. And I get it. I live in Royce City, you know, and I mean, Scotty lives in Rockwall. I mean, this area is great to live in.
Yep.
And it shows in the market, really.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. So, I don't know. Is there anything else that we wanted to talk about?
No, I think let's split this into two parts.
Yep.
So next we'll kind of compare how the 2008 housing market crash compares to the pandemic situation.
Yeah.
So.
Perfect. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you all very much for tuning into our video again. Again, remember, like, subscribe.
And when you subscribe, you will be emailed when we upload a new video, so you won't miss anything.
Awesome. All right. Thanks.
Bye.